To answer your question, Joanna, seventh inning stretch. Everyone know what seventh inning stretch is? Definition is up on the board. In baseball, those of you who are familiar with the game, seventh inning stretch is taken in the middle of the seventh inning when basically players and fans take a break for 5 minutes, stretch, whatever, go get a drink, go use the restroom, before the end of the game starts. The end baseball, of course, has 9 innings, so before the climax of the game, they take a little breather just to get ready for the end. So, what is seventh inning stretch for Toastmasters? Our game is, since I'm VP of Education, our game is basically 6 months, January till end of June. So now we're at end of May. So we've completed 5 out of 6 months. So I call this the seventh inning stretch for our club. Our club, of course, called Hot Butter Toastmasters. We are about 35 members. Today it's a lot smaller, but we usually have about half of the people showing up every week. We are a Toastmasters International Distinguished Club, which means we achieve a certain amount of goals every 6 months, and those goals include giving a certain number of speeches, having people reach their 10-speech mark, having officers trained, and all of those things. Now there's different levels of distinguished clubs, and we can be an even more distinguished club if we choose to. So I'm going to tell you how we can maybe do that in the next 4 weeks that we have left for this term. Basically, it boils down to participate, give speeches, do roles. So, speeches, the biggest thing that we do here in Toastmasters. We've finished 21 weeks since January 1st, and we have had 17 members give a total of 42 speeches. And here you see listed who has given the most speeches. We have members given 6, Deepti and Wendy are up there at 6, Christian, myself, Gali at 4, Joanna at 3, and then there's a bunch of others, but in all 17 people. Now we do have, this averages out to 2 speeches a week, which is our goal, but we do have slots for 3 speeches every week. So we could have fitted another 21 speeches in that time frame if we wanted to. So going forward, we have 4 more weeks. We could put in 12 more speeches if we want to. And all these speeches, of course, count towards us getting our various levels of distinguishedness in Toastmasters. Roles. First thing I want to say, not all roles are created equal. There are the major roles, which no one ever wants to willingly sign up for, such as being Toastmaster, General Evaluator, Topics Master, or Speech Evaluator. And then there are the minor roles. Everyone says, okay, I'll be Timer, I'll be Grammarian, I'll be Outcounter. But I've compiled here a list again of who's completed the most roles in the last 6 months. So we have a list, Christian once again at the top. This is 12, this is major or minor roles. So we have a range here, Christian, Xiaoying, you've done 12, which is pretty good. Joanna 11, DT 11, Richard and 10, Danagaivala 9, Danada 7. So I know people have different amounts of time, not everyone can attend every week. And so of course there's some variation in there. Now, I wanted to point out here Xiaoying and Danny Gaibalan because you guys are stars at doing minor roles. I think of all the roles you did, 60% of them are in those minor categories. But actually, Xiaoying, you'll see you did 12. So you've done a fair amount of the major roles, but you have done so many roles that you and Danny Gaibalan have graduated the minor role category and can now confidently move up to doing some of the major roles.
Okay.
Next, I call it the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam is if anyone has completed all 8 roles. Now we have 8 roles in a meeting. We have Toastmaster, Speaker, General Evaluator, Topics Master, Speech Evaluator, Outcounter, Timer, and Grammarian, 8 roles. No one has done all 8 roles in these 6 months, but several people are close. I'll just sit here those who have completed 7 roles. Xiaoying, like I said, you completed 7, so you've done almost all of the roles. So you just need 1 more to complete that Grand Slam. And then there's Deepti, Joanna, Richard, and Christian is at 6. and then a bunch of people at 5 and 4 roles. So, if you want to complete the Grand Slam, you have another month, 4 weeks left. So what I call now the amazing race. I'll assign points to everyone according to how much they participated. For each speech you've done, you get 5 points. If you did a major role, you get 3 points, a minor role, 2 points. If you've done more than 4 speeches, which means you've reached at least your half CC or your full CC, you've reached the 5 or 10 speech mark, then you get an extra 10 points for that. And if you completed the Grand Slam, you get 10 points for that as well. Now, I've kind of gone back over the last 6 months and kind of went off the data that we have on our website, which is not 100% accurate probably, but I went off that and counted all of that up and come up with a leaderboard here. So we range, Deepti has done a lot this 5 months so far. She's at 71 points. And then we have Wendy, Christian, Joanna, 41. Myself, Dahlia, and the list goes on and on. Now, this is supposed to be a speech on persuasion, so one of the ways of persuading is to bribe people, right? So we can offer prizes to whoever finishes at the top. Now we know the Deepti's already at the top. Maybe the top 3 people will get some kind of prize, and it'll be hard to catch Deepti. But let's say we'll do 2 races. One is from June, beginning of January to end of June, which we're here now in the final month. The next one can just be for the next month. We'll just do a clean, everyone gets a clean start over just for the month of June. We'll do a race alone for the month of June and see how many points people can accumulate. To help us get us started in that, I got here a sign-up sheet. Not too bad there's not more people here today, otherwise get more people signed up for the next month, but I'll have to email this out as well. I think that's the end of that slideshow. I'll pass this around. This has all the slots open for the next month. Now you notice all the speaker slots are almost all gone. There's only 3 speaker slots left. But all the other slots are pretty much wide open. You can sign yourself up as many times as you want for the next month. And at the end of the term, we'll tally all those up and we'll give out some prizes. Thank you.
Thank you, David.